consider the economic effects of the astronomical cost of petrol, the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative on Friday presented CNG buses to President Tinubu at the State House in Abuja. The presentation marks efforts by government towards alleviating the sufferings of Nigerians through the provision of alternative sources of energy for cars.
President Bola Tinubu had in his broadcast announced the palliatives to cushion the removal of subsidy with a provision to invest 100 billion naira between 2023 and March 2024 for the purchase of 3,000 units of 20-seaters buses running on compressed natural gas, CNG.
To witness a new phase in our transportation system in Nigeria. I congratulate Mr. President. I congratulate PCNGI. Council has put in so much work with making this day a reality. Thank you.
The presidency says the introduction of CNG buses will usher in a new phase in the transportation system.
These buses demonstrate the commitment of Mr. President to welfare as a man of the people. Our labor union, who represents you, can bear testimony to this. I implore you to consider these buses to be more than just a means of transportation. They are a symbol of a new beginning.
It's a turning point for us today that Mr. President has taken this bold decision to move from petroleum to gas. This is the first step in the major change to come. Universities will be the first beneficiaries of the buses, and all state governments will also key into this. I would say for my state, we're going to invest massively and encourage our businessmen to invest massively in this transition.
The head of an indigenous car manufacturing company in Nigeria, Chinedu Ogobu, one of those selected by the federal government to work on the CNG buses project, shares his thoughts.
Once you have the president backing any initiative, not just by policies but action, right? We then know that all the industry players, all the regulators, everybody, all the stakeholders will get behind it. So we think that this is the time.
The federal government insists that CNG is a fuel that can be used in place of petrol, diesel and liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, because it is cheaper and available.
The idea is to use this as a starting point and crowd in private sector. Eventually, private sector is expected to be enabled and catalyzed to be the driver of this initiative to create jobs for local manufacturers, to create jobs for those who are going to supply gas at the different parts of the value chain.
Nigeria currently has about 7 conversion centers across the country with more than 35 CNG stations. Mwesi Igono, AIT News, Abuja, Nigeria's capital.